Hello and welcome to Spirit of Life. I'm Mirella Rich and our guest is Fr Eugene Ashkar, who is a Catholic priest in Victoria, and we'll be discussing Mary, Queen of Peace's messages along with Bible verses. We'll start with the Bible verses today. Welcome to the program, Father.
Thank you very much for having me here.
You're welcome. And today we're going to start talking about some Bible verses about the truth and peace and a lot of beautiful things that Jesus says in the Bible. So we've got with John 8:32, then you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. What are your thoughts on that Bible verse?
Well, yeah, I suppose this is something because we've discussed this
Off camera.
It does need to be a clarification. Just because you speak the truth doesn't mean you tell everybody everything, because there are things that people don't have a right to know. And so we have these two distinctions. There's calumny and there's detraction. Calumny is it's a lie, so we exclude that. But detraction is the truth, right? And so the thing is that it's still the truth, but the person that you're telling it to doesn't have the right to know, and therefore it pulls them down, even though it's the truth. And we don't need to be tearing people down.
Yeah.
But it frees you up to be able to, with a clear conscience, either say, well, if I know something, I can't say it, or I don't think you have the right to know. Or you could say in your mind, for your information, and then say to them, I don't know. So that it's, you're, and you're not lying, because for them, you don't know. And so, but the truth does set you free, because it frees you up to be able to act with integrity, and you don't have to remember who you've told what to, because if you just speak the truth, then you're free, because you don't have to work out, what did I tell that person? What did I tell this person?
I guess it's more in cases, I think, with someone if they've got serious mental illness and they're going to do some damage, like for example, like when people are doing violence, there's family violence in a house and they're rescuing the children from the house. They wouldn't tell the person that's causing the family violence
that this is going to happen. That's right.
At 2 o'clock, we're going to take the children away and the wife or the husband away or whatever from the situation. We're going to protect people.
And you see, in that case there, we can't guarantee that if you tell them the truth, they're going to perceive it as the truth, because they see things through their own lens, right? And you don't know what's going on inside their mind, that when you tell them these things, because they can terribly misinterpret, even though you're telling them the truth, just as you tell anyone else.
So it needs, what was the word you said? It needs prudence as well.
Yes, you need to exercise telling the truth with prudence. You don't decide whether you're going to, will I tell the truth or won't I? Like sometimes you get this, it's only a white lie. No, a lie is a lie. Right? But the thing is that there's that distinction that needs to be drawn.
It's the same with, like, I guess detectives and police when they're working on cases. They couldn't be blurting out everything, could they?
No. They reveal the truth, but they're very careful about who they reveal it and what they reveal, because sometimes the person who's responsible is busily lying, and you're measuring it up with the truth. So you're leading them so that they will eventually come to and speak the truth. When you've eventually, if you've got a case well and truly sorted, then you sort of, as they say, like hit them with the truth. No, we know this. We've got this evidence. We've got that. That there's something in your testimony that certainly is not.
Yeah, it's so true, isn't it? It's like, because if they're going to try and if they're invading a home or whatever and they've got drugs or whatever they've got, they can't tell everyone.
That's right.
Because they won't be able to catch the thief or whatever the problem is.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, so the truth will set you free though, but it's got to be put in the right perspective, I guess. So Luke 8:17, for there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open.
Yeah.
It'll all come out in the end.
That's right. It does. It does. Even in eternity, it'll all come out because there was a priest that for all intents and purposes, he died, and he was facing judgment. And what God said in his judgment was, "You did this," and he'd say, all he could do was say, "Yes, that's true." You did that. Yes, that's true. Till eventually got to the point then God said, "What do I do with you?" And he made the judgment on himself. He said, I deserve hell.
Wow.
And then Mary said, "Give him to me." And Jesus said, "I can give you a better priest." He said, No, I want this one. And so he quite happily testified to the truth that judgment is facing the truth. You can't make up excuses anymore. You can't tell all sorts of different things. You will face the truth.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's what you get presented with. You did this? Yes. Even if, saying you told this lie, the truth is you have to say, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I did tell this lie. Or I did this. I did the wrong thing. I did this. You used this excuse. Yes, I used this excuse, but it's not a good excuse, is it? It's not a valid excuse.
Yeah.
And you just have to keep facing the truth.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's pretty scary when people think about hell, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Hell forever, and I mean, you'd have to do some pretty bad things to go to hell, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
But that's simply choosing
evil over good.
It's self over good. I think that's the way I would describe it, that I want to cater to myself, right? Even though I know God wants me to do this, I'm still determined, no, I'm going to be my own God. I'm going to do it my way. And
which they play a lot at funerals too. I did it my way. Anyway, we'll have to go to a break now.
Good.
You're watching Spirit of Life. Stay with us. We'll be back with more very shortly. Hello and welcome back to Spirit of Life. I'm Mirella Rich and we're here with Fr Eugene Ashkar and we're discussing Bible verses. Welcome back to the program, Father.
Thank you.
And just to reiterate, when people, before the break you were saying if you do things the way you want to do them, I mean, you're not going to go to hell if you say, I want to drive this way because I think it's safer or whatever, It's,
oh, yeah. I mean, we're talking about serious.
Yeah.
Right?
Serious things.
It's like, the 10 Commandments, do not kill. Well, you just say, no, I want to get out of this situation, so I would kill. That's serious.
Yeah, that's definitely serious.
It does have to be serious. That's true.
So please God, no one does that. Okay, so let's go with Ephesians 5:13. But everything exposed by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes a light. That's beautiful. But everything exposed by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes a light.
Yeah, I look at this particular passage in that people see different situations and they see how people react. And it does enlighten people, it guides them and helps them, etc. So there was the fellow that founded the I think it was the Christopherians, and he went to I've forgotten the name of it now, the America and the something gardens or whatever that's called there. And he went in and the caretaker told him to wait at the door. And all he could hear was the footsteps in the dark until eventually the man got down to wherever the switchboard was. He struck a match. And now there's this one little speck of light. And the fellow said, my panic passed because I couldn't see anything. All I could hear was these footsteps. So even before he turned on all of the other lights, that became the light that I would focus on. and then the man could turn on the lights and everything was fine. But he became that instrument to this person, and he said, that's what we need to be. Even if we're just like a match, we need to be a light for someone.
That's beautiful.
That will encourage them and guide them and just let them see their way.
That's it. And it's such a gentle, it's just love, like being that love and that kindness that can show the way to others.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah, we need to do that. Psalms 25:5, guide me. Oh, no, we won't do that one because that one's not clear. So it's messed up on the writing here. But anyway, Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Beautiful.
It is. And I think we tend to mistakenly say, oh, I give this over to Jesus, or I wash it in his blood, and the problem will go away, as if we're using Jesus as an instrument for us to do something that we don't like. But God may allow it into our lives. So we can ask him, as Jesus did in the Garden of Gethsemane, Lord, if it's possible, take this chalice away from me. But the thing, what is encouraging is that, it's not my will, but yours be done. And it gives us a peace because, we may not like what's happening, but all these things, if we accept them and we offer them up, it becomes an avenue of sanctification.
It's like, I guess, to try and seek what God really wants in any situation. Seek his will, and then we're going to have that peace and happiness anyway.
It is, and this is prayer. I mean, this is one of the other things too. We make a big mistake in thinking that prayer is us telling God what we want, but not listening to what his answer is. So his answer might be no, his answer might be yes, his answer might be not yet.
And I guess we have to have the faith as well. What his answer is what's going to ultimately make us the happiest, because he can see the whole picture from above.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is Isaiah 26:3. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. What's that one about? Yeah,
look, it's that same sort of thing. Like, we may not like it, but we know this is our avenue for sanctification. I know because I've travelled a couple of paths to get to ordination, and I've gone to study with another religious order. I went to a monastery, and all these different things. I went when I went to the Redemptorists, and it worked out that by the end of the first year, there was realization I wasn't called to the Redemptorists, and then 2 years later, I found another institute which was founded by a Redemptorist, and I was with them for 13 years, and everything was doing fine, and then there was all sorts of turmoil, and we were given letters and sent as a brother, and we were sent home. And then when I was looking again for the diocese, one of my brothers goes, I thought you'd got that out of your system. But what gives me my strength is that as long as I keep searching for what God wants from me, right, it doesn't matter what I have to do.
Keep searching for the truth and God's will for each one of us.
That's right. And so my ordination card was Jesus carrying his cross with the words, come follow me. And it doesn't sound in a way, it doesn't sound very nice, but it's very encouraging because that's what we're doing. That makes us steadfast in carrying the crosses that he wants us to carry. Yeah,
that's the reality. We've got to go to a break now. You're watching Spirit of Life. I hope you're enjoying the program, and when we return, we'll have one of Mary's messages from Medjugorje.
Spirit flowing in me.
Hello and welcome back to Spirit of Life. I'm Mirella Rich. If you've just joined us, we're here with Fr Eugene Ashkar and we're going to be discussing Mary Queen of Peace's message from Medjugorje. Welcome back to the program, Father.
Thank you very much.
So we'll start with Mary's message from March the 2nd, 2007. So March the 2nd, 2007, Our Lady Queen of Peace said to everyone on earth, "Dear children, my name is love. That I am among you for so much of your time is love, because the great love sends me. I am asking the same of you. I am asking for love in your families. I am asking that you recognize love in your brother. Only in this way, through love, will you see the face of the greatest love. May fasting and prayer be your guiding star. Open your hearts to love, namely salvation. Thank you." So I'll read it a sentence at a time. We'll go through it. Dear children, my name is love. That I am among you for so much of your time is love, because the great love sends me. We can break that up, but yeah, my name is love. She starts by saying that. Our
Yes,
Lady.
yeah, and she took on her role for love of God and for us, which meant that her life wasn't in her hands. She was willing to sacrifice her free will, sacrifice her supposed freedom, all right, to be able to do what God asks of her. And she found, that's love, isn't it? It's making a decision to do what is good for the other person. And that's what Our Lady is. And that's what God is. God is love. God is the decision of the well-being of others. He created us out of love. He keeps us in existence out of love. This isn't the warm, fuzzy feeling, because there are a lot of sinners in the world. And I'm sure he doesn't have warm, fuzzy feelings about sinners and being rejected and everything else like that. But still he offers grace. Still he does these things for us. And still he sends Our Lady. And Our Lady knows what outrages are being committed against her son, but still she comes.
Yeah, it's like a safe haven for everyone, and even the outrageous people who have done, if they've done really bad things, they've got somewhere to turn back to if they really want to confess what they've done and start a clean, new, honest life.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And it sets them free as well if they do that, and they'll find a peace as well, and they'll find that love.
Yes.
That God always loved them.
Yeah.
But they won't find it if they don't do it, I guess. So then the next thing is, and that I'm among you for so much of your time is love, because the great love sends me. So it's God who is the great love. Yes.
Yes, yeah.
She's referring to. Then Our Lady says, I'm asking the same of you. I am asking for love in your families. I'm asking that you recognize love in your brother.
Yeah, I think this is the thing. If we're going to be Christ-like or holy, holy means completely other. If we're going to be like God, who is completely other, love must be the motivation. As Paul himself said, there's faith, hope, and love.
Yeah.
Right? Faith will pass away when we go to heaven because we will see him. Right? Hope, the hope will be fulfilled, so we don't have hope anymore, but love will continue. And that's the well-being, living the well-being of God. We were made to know him, love him and serve him, and we'll get to do that forever. And that's an act of love. We won't have any choice in one way because we've made these choices through our life, and that's the reward that waits us. We get to see the fruit of love. We get to really exchange it because we are then giving love and receiving love. That's when the warm fuzzies take place. The joy of being able to love and to be loved.
That's right. And also to love, like if you've loved your brother, as it says here, on earth, then you'll always have that beautiful feeling in your heart as well.
That's right. And they ask you, who is my brother? And Jesus goes on and uses that parable, whoever it is, then go and do the same. So it's
what does he say when he says, "Who is my brother"?
Who is my brother? He tells like, who's my neighbor?
Yeah.
And it's, who is my brother? So he uses an account of someone who really doesn't deserve it. But that's what,
Yeah. Only in this way, through love, will you see the face of the greatest love. May fasting and prayer be your guiding star. So only in this way, through love, will you see the face of the greatest love. So if we love in this way, we'll see Jesus in our neighbour and God in our neighbour.
That's true. And when we get love in return, we have an experience and a better understanding of what the love of God is. That's why children look at the love of parents and they see what it is, because now it's a tangible sign. They can see it, they can hear it, they can experience it.
Yeah.
And that's a godlike attribute.
Yeah.
And
then also, may fasting and prayer be your guiding star. So the power of fasting and prayer is very powerful.
It is, and because love is willing to suffer for the other. So if you're willing to fast, like to go without something, and to pray and put a priority somewhere else, this is what love is, and this prepares us for. Sometimes we may be asked for something bigger, but if we've been working on prayer and fasting, we're ready for the bigger.
Exactly. And it says, open your hearts to love, namely salvation. Thank you. And we do get the light when we fast as well, to see things.
Well, we do,
and
because we're not
hearts.
Concentrating on catering to ourselves. And that's where I think it becomes a different situation that
And open your hearts to love, namely salvation. So we have to open our hearts to receive love as well.
Yes. Yeah. And that's salvation, isn't it? Because it's that a child can do something wrong and they get the love of their parent and they feel,
good.
Yes, yeah. They've been free.
If they've got that experience, or love of their carer, whoever's looking after them.
Yeah.
Love is just all that matters in the end. Thank you so much for coming on the program, Father.
Absolute pleasure.
You've been watching Spirit of Life. I hope you enjoyed the program, and we'll see you again soon.
Bring it to birth and blow where you will. Blow, blow, blow till I be but breath of the Spirit.